Hi guys, Lady Random here and welcome back to Sky Factory 3. So we're in the Botania area and there is a reason for that. We are going to be doing a bit more Botania today. Now we've done pretty well so far. We've very nearly filled up 2 mana pools, but we do want to try and get this working a little bit more. Actually start generating as much mana as we possibly can. So there's actually 2 things we're going to do today. We want to make a particular flora which is called I think it's Hopperhock. Let's have a quick look. So it's in the functional flora and there we go, Hopperhock. So this is a flower basically that works like a hopper. So let's pop our wee book away, but let us just do the not hopped, hopper, there we go. So Hopperhock. So yeah, it basically is it acts like a hopper, so it would actually gather any items that are floating around, and it will feed them into the nearest inventory. So my kind of plan is that we will place one round about here. We'll set this to go, and the theory is that what it should do is pick up any excess wood that's actually dropping from out of the open crate and pop it back into either the chest or back into the crate itself. So it just save items from despawning. So it's actually a really, really useful little plant, which means we can carry on generating all the mana that we need to. I'm going to grab the Wander the Forest actually, just because I want to have a quick look. Yeah, you see, look, that's nearly full. So yeah, pretty simple to make. We need 2 mystical grey petals, we need 2 mystical light grey petals, we need a rune of air, and that is basically made on the runic altar. So we need mana powder, mana steel, carpet, feathers and string. And then for the redstone root, it is basically some grass and redstone. So that's pretty easy. That's pretty easy to do. But the first thing I wanted to do was actually create another little item. Horn of the Wild, which is this one here. So this is very easy. Again, living wood, and it's a pasture seed. And pasture seed is very easy. That is just some grass that is dropped into the mana pool. And it only uses a tiny, tiny little bit of mana. So, grass is something we clearly need to get. So we'll grab ourselves a set of shears. But also, probably just from walking past here, there we go, some fertiliser. That will do nicely. So all we need to do very quickly is let's just fertilise a little bit, and might as well just use the shears just to gather all of these bits up. Doesn't really matter that we're turning it all into grass, but that will help. We also need to go and get ourselves some wool to make carpet. So while we're over here, why don't we shear a couple of sheep while we're here. Can we reach you? No. Reach you from here? There we go. Perfect. So that should give us enough. We can pop our... Where did they come from? Here, I think it was, wasn't it? There we go. Pop the shears back in. So we can quite easily now make ourselves a couple of little bits of carpet. So we need 1 grass, which we need to drop into our mana pool. We might as well use this one here. Oops. Try that again, shall we? There we go. So that gives us our pasture seed. And we need some living wood. Why don't we, just because we can, let's grab this from here. And we can pop over and we can put this together. So our pasture seed goes in the middle. And I think it was... There we go. So that is our Horn of the Wild. Now this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Have I actually got... And no, I don't. I don't actually have any floral fertiliser. Let's go and make some floral fertiliser very quickly. Just because we can get rid of most of this lot. Oh, no, we want the living wood, don't we? We'll take that back, thank you very much. We don't want that going in there. But the wool and the grass and stuff like that. In fact, no, we do need some of the grass too, don't we? Oh, we'll take 50% of that back. But we do need some dyes, so we need some yellow dye, some red dye. Let's take 2 lots of that actually. It's not like we're short on it. And some bone meal. And let's very quickly throw ourselves together. I've probably got this completely wrong. Oh, it doesn't really matter as long as it's all in there. There we go. So we've got 64 floral fertiliser. It's not like we're not going to use it. But if you watch for this, this has a range on it, but we can put down some flowers. And what this will do, there you go. That will gather all of the flowers very, very quickly. Now, it has no durability on it, so we can use this as much as we like, but it's just a really, really quick way of getting flowers. So why don't we just grow a few more because we can. There we go. So I'm trying to keep it away, obviously, from our flora that are generating. But it just means we can very, very quickly harvest those flowers. Perfect. So let's move on to the next thing. So now we've got our Horn of the Wild, which is great. We'll pop our floral fertiliser in there as well. There we go. So I'm going to grab a little bit of living rock out. I'm going to grab our mana steel. We do, if I remember rightly, I believe to make the mana powder we actually need some gunpowder. Again, not something we're particularly short of, so we'll grab a stack of that because we can always use that again at some point. So we'll keep out, I think it was 1 piece of mana powder we needed. So let's go back to our Hopperhock. Okay, so we need 2 Mr. Grey petals, 2 light. We need some redstone root. Have we got any redstone? We have, excellent. So our redstone root, very easy. Redstone, bit of grass. Lovely. So we need mystical dark grey petals, mystical light grey petals. And we'll pop the rest of our flowers, etc. back into our chest for the time being. And we'll just keep out the stuff that we're actually going to need. Let's just move these couple of bits over there. Okay. So, the thing we need to make now is the rune of air. So this is where we need the carpet, we need a feather, we need string, we need mana powder, and we need our mana steel. And I've come out without the string and the feather. Again, not something we are short of. So feathers, let's grab one of those, and string, one of those. Ew, a U. Not going to do very well getting that, are we? Let's take out just the one string, thank you very much. Pop that back in. I think we also need, when we're making this, as usual, we will need, oh, it makes 2. Oh, that's kind of cool. So we need carpet. We did put the carpet away, didn't we? Did we put the carpet away? What have we done with the carpet? Yeah, I think we managed to put that away, didn't we? What a fool. What a fool. Right, let's get that out again then. So, carpet, 1 piece. There we go. So I believe we should have our runic altar should be close enough for all of this. So we need to put in our gunpowder into our mana pool. Like so. Oh, try and do this properly. There we go. So we now have our mana powder. So let's get everything that we need into our toolbar. So we need the string and the carpet, I believe. Let's just check the recipe again. So we need mana steel, mana powder, string, feather, carpet. Mana steel, mana powder, string, feather, carpet. Perfect. So we can go doink, 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 doink. Okay. Now just got to wait for that. Now I think, do we also need... Is it mana? Have we not got the mana pool aligned? Or is it just charging up? Or is it a piece of living rock that we actually need to... That better? Are you just charging? Or is it that you don't actually have access? Let's have a... We blocked the access with these, haven't we, maybe? Let's try that again. Are you charging? Is it shifting? Trying to convince this to connect. Maybe the torch. Torch in the way. Go. Maybe I need to take my my ring of magnetising. I will pop that just in here for the moment. I'm sure I need living rock for this to actually turn into an actual rune. But it's not even kind of ticking round, is it? Okay, let me look into this and I will be right back. And we are back. Yeah. Being a dumbass again. What we actually needed to do was actually use the mana spreader, not the mana pool. So we can pop those there and there. Let's connect the... Let's go this way. Oh. Try and turn this the right way to here. We're gathering things up. Yeah, we've got a piece of living rock there, aren't we? Right, so there we go. So that is now sending mana. Or it should be sending mana. Is that starting to feed in now? We might need to do actually. Let's turn this on and get that generating. And have our little bit of living rock ready. Ooh. There we go. It's starting to get some mana now. There we go. Starting to see it going now. So hopefully at the point it's charged we'll be able to drop our piece of mana or living rock into there. That will give us our rune. Gather those up for the moment and pop them back in the chest. Oop. Why don't we... Oops. Stop being incompetent would be a good thing. Okay, can we get some mana generated from this one here as well, just to speed the process up? Okay, very nearly there. There we go. There's lots of pulses going through now. So once this is done, so we'll be able to put the living rock in. Let's just get that out of our inventory. I'll be able to start making our Hopperhock. So again, that'll be in the Petal Apothecary, which is fine. So I think we should have some seeds. We need a seed, which we have here. And then we have all of our petals ready to go there. How are we doing? We are very nearly charged up. There we go. Perfect. Pop our bit of living rock in there. Oh, the lightning effects. And starting to transform very slowly. Ah, do we need to click on it? There we go. We have that sorted. So what we can now do is gather those up. Let's turn this off for the moment. Just stop the flow of that. We'll pop all of this just back into here for the moment. So we now have our Rune of the Air. We've got a spare one as well, which is good, so we can keep that in here. So let's just grab everything that we actually need. Which should be... So we've got our Rune of the Air, our 2 mystical light grey flowers, our mystical grey flower and our redstone root. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and that. There we go. So we now have Hopperhock. Perfect. So if we pop this here, and have we got a bucket? Do we have a bucket? We do. There we go. Let's refill that. Lovely. We'll keep that on us actually. We'll go and refill this. So what this now means is let's get this reconnected, that to this one here. Okay, we're just going to start filling that one. That's fine. I can live with that. I can live with that. Oopsie, there we go. Let's put this there and that one there. There we go. So what we can now do is now turn this on. And that will start. You see, this one is actually working as well. But what this will do... Oh! To pick up only items in frame. So what this should do, if we go that to that, in theory, what this is going to do is be picking those up and putting them back in. So we hopefully shouldn't lose anything at all. So what I don't know is whether you can whether what you can actually do is set an inventory for it. But it does mean that that is going to sort of help pick those bits up, and it just means that we're going to be able to keep the mana generating, but not sort of have all of those items despawn quite as quickly, because that will sort of carry on gathering things up and transferring it back into the nearest inventory, which is perfect. So that means we can now carry on here, sort of generating all of the mana, and just basically let those run, which is very cool indeed. So that is what I actually wanted to do this episode. We've actually managed to achieve it, and I am pretty happy about that. Pretty happy indeed. Right, so we can let that run. We can let our mana generate. I do want to show you a couple of other things. I have been a little bit busy here. I've started planting some slimy saplings. Just a way of getting some more slime balls going. And, ooh, interesting. Oh, no, didn't want to do that, did we? Let's just grab a bucket very quickly. Well, are we actually at night? We're not. We are first thing in the morning. What is that weird noise? That was a really weird noise. Oh! No, 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 no. Hopefully we haven't washed away. Oh, we have. That was silly. Let's just pop that back in here, and let's get these replanted. So we'll pop that down here. We'll pop our little daisy there, and we'll put some more wood round. Keeps gathering up all of the logs again. Let's just take that out again for a second, just so we can put this back where it should be. There we go. Doink, doink. Should be far enough away now. There we go. So yeah, so I have planted the saplings. So I've been busy trying to get some slime blocks, etc. Oh, I can hear a witch. Oh, it's inside. So yeah, that was the thing. I have taken down this chest down here, and I've made it a lot smaller, just because it was absolutely massive. Now, all those mob noises, goodness, that I was hearing previously, all were coming from here. So you can hear all of the bats and everything like that in here. Inside, stuff is spawning. So when I broke this open, this is horrible, isn't it? When I broke this open, and it's going to be the same with this one up here, which is where we're hearing all the noises from, it was absolutely teeming with mobs inside. There were probably, I would say, 10 to 15 all sort of sat inside the chest, which was a little alarming. I'm not going to lie to you. So what I don't know, and what I haven't done with this particular chest, is I've not tried to break it open, because I have a distinct feeling I do that, and what will happen is that we will actually lose all of our stuff that's inside there. So we're going to have to put up with these weird noises. It's just a little bit alarming. The other thing I've done is I've also probably could do with actually extending this properly and making it a little bit bigger, but I've added a bit of height to the smeltery, just so we've got a little bit more space in there, so we can smelt things down more quickly. And then I also have some loot bags, which you could probably do with, hopefully, we might be in a position, wow, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, Wonder if we're actually going to be in a position to maybe do one of the larger ones. Let's have a look. Ooh. Full on those. Full on those. So for every time I get a full stack, I've just been removing it out of here, just to kind of keep things moving. We've got some floral pink flower, floral pink powder, which is all good. So I wonder whether what we should do, we've got a couple of the epic loot bags. So it's not the completely rare ones, let's just pop... Oh, no, not you. Pop you in there. Let's open a couple of the epic ones and just see what we actually get while we're here. So we've got some Palace Crystal boots. We have Palace Crystal pants. We have an Inferium apple. Interesting. And a blue slime crystal. Okay. Well, that's good because that will help with the tinkers. We have some roast potatoes from Pam's. We have a couple of magma slime saplings, which is great. And we have a set of golden leggings, which we can nicely smelt down. So, okay. There's some good stuff there. There is some good stuff. So we shall keep that in there and we'll get it all ferried over. Have we actually put the apple in there? We haven't. There we go. Go in there. Perfect. But yeah, it does mean we can get some more essence crafted. So that's been quite helpful in that respect. And these bits, let's put those into there. Let's take our essence over to our wee farm. And we'll gather up anything that can be harvested. So again, I think I probably need to extend this a little. Just so we can try and get as much as we can. So we've now got 64 of these. Like so. That's great. So that's that in there. Let's make this into the Prudentium. And we're gradually getting there. There we go. So we've got some of the red Superium. But it is taking its time. So I've got an opportunity, I think, maybe to work with this a little bit more. I do think what we are probably going to need to do is actually try, because this grows so slowly, do you know, that's gone again. I've got a feeling it's the lava. Keeps burning that gate down. I don't know if there's any other type of gate we can actually make. There's no iron gates. I think they're all... Oh, reinforced stone gate. How do you make that? I wonder. It doesn't actually tell you, doesn't it? A stone brick gate. So we've got all of these gates. It's not actually telling you how you can make them. Interesting. Because I was looking for something that wasn't going to keep going on fire every time we try to use it. But there we go. I don't think we're going to get rid of this rain, unfortunately. Let's see if we can try and sleep. Oh, we can. Jolly good. Just so we can at least not end in rain, which would be a good thing. The other thing I've done actually as well, I've started with some of the chickens very quickly before we go, she says. I've started trying to breed up some of the chickens. So I've actually set up a little pen for our glowstone chickens, and I'm just going to go and grab some seeds very quickly. We will gather some resources from these, but doing it with the glowstone and the emerald chickens just for a minute. Let's just gather a few seeds while we're here, just because. And a pumpkin, why not? Why not? And you, let's just harvest everything because we can. So, oops, oh wait, we can nip through here. So we're saying with the chickens, we're talking about getting them to 10, 10, 10. With these here, I've been breeding a couple of glowstone chickens that started out as 444s. We've now got a 666 and we have a 787, another 444 and a 555. So what I want to do is breed our 666 with our 787. So that will produce a little tiny chicken, which we can't actually see at the moment. But that should be... Can we get to it? Go on. Why don't you move? Come on, let's have a look at your baby. Come on. You know you want to. No. But no, that will hopefully give us a better chicken. And in here, we've got a 665, a 444, a 555, a 676, another 444, and what are you round the back? It's a 444 and a 555. So I think our better emerald chickens are around the front here. So we want our... this one here and this one here. And what we'll eventually be able to do is, once we've got them actually bred up, let's see if it's actually moved and we can see what our little baby one is. So he's a 787 as well, so that means we've got two 787s. But once we're up to 10-10-10 and we've got a breeding pair of 10-10-10s, then what I'll probably do is actually kill off, as horrible as it sounds, I will probably kill off all of the other ones that we don't actually need, just so we've got better chickens going forward. So we can dump all of this stuff into the chest. But it also means when we come to sort of breed other parts, and I've just put my arrows in there, haven't I? Let's take my stack of arrows back out. Thank you very much. We'll just end up with better chickens, which means their stats are better. I believe their cooldowns are possibly faster. And their drop time, I believe, is faster as well. So it does mean that we should have sort of much better chickens in that respect, which will be very helpful. And I've actually got a whole bunch of... oh, I knew it was going to happen. Never mind. I've got a whole bunch of mana. That's just coming straight back to us, isn't it? Let's step away. Step away. Oh, never mind. But yeah, I've got a whole bunch of stuff we can actually do with the chickens. So it might be that we maybe have a look at seeing if we can try to get to our ender chickens, etc. in the next episode. But we shall wait and see. But for now, guys, googly eyes and all, I'll thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we shall see you in the next one. Take care.